Hey there, Malia. How's it going? This is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you a few things you can do to bring in more traffic to your website or to get Google to recognize you guys a bit more and let them know that you guys exist. And so, oftentimes in the world of the internet, lots of business owners are way too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And oftentimes, the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So, by giving people an easy free attack plan of things they can do to impact their business, this has resulted in a lot of those business owners raising their hands still and asking me to help them grow. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and yeah, we can chat about it. So now I'm just going to show you 3 things that you can do that will set yourself apart and set yourself above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. Right? So the first thing we're going to go over is content. So most business owners know that they need content, but lots of them also don't know that studies have shown that Google wants for there to be at least 1,500 words on the homepage. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google does this because it gets them to know what your business is and its purpose. And right now, you guys are sitting at, you guys are sitting at 485 words. And I went ahead and did the same thing for your top competitor, and they are one of your competitors. They're not top, but one of your competitors, and they're sitting at 941. This is very beatable, by the way. They just put in a little bit. They just put more content on their homepage, and excuse me. And just to give you like more context of what I mean, so everything that you see highlighted. This is what Google looks at when they scan your website. So you want to make sure, any, excuse me, any images, any logos, any icons, anything you upload onto here, you want to make sure that they have the correct, you want to make sure they have the correct keywords. So let's just see if this one does. All right. This one does not. So yeah, that's just one of the things that you guys can work on. So I'm gonna go over here again to Eris. You're probably, because I know I went over this a little with your other business, but if you're watching this one first, then this is Eris. This is a tool that essentially gives you behind the scene details on things that Google looks at when it comes to ranking a site. I came over here for a couple of things. One of them is just to look at your keywords, and I ran a quick scan of you and that competitor I showed you. And we're just going to take a look at what some of your keywords are. So let's see what 5 that you're ranking for. Okay. All right, so here are the 5 that you guys are ranking for, and these are actually not the most optimized for people who are trying to find you or giving Google enough details to know about what you guys do, because not everybody, you don't want people to just be finding you because of your business name. Like it's good for branding, but not everybody knows it, right? So you want to be able to have keywords that are geared towards them, right? So I'm actually going to give you an example of what I mean. But next, we're going to take a look at your competitor, all right, one of your competitors. And these guys are sitting at 635 keywords. And we're just going to take a look at the same, a little similar. All right. Okay, these are good. And these right here, these keywords are these are some good keywords, actually. These are like some really good keywords. So again, this is an example of a keywords, but since you're a national based business, the keywords are going to be different. Now I'll go into more about local because this is what these 2 are. These are local right here. So just to give you an idea, let's go look up a keyword. So this is a keyword that I looked up, and we're just going to go through the page. And the first thing that you're going to see is these are the ads. And these are what ads can actually be pretty helpful. But they can also be a money pit if, the foundation, which is your site, isn't dialed in. So you want to be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure that your site will convert, right? And you also want to think about people with ad blockers. So not everybody is going to be seeing these pop up. So you don't also just want to rely on ads, right? And let's see. Okay, perfect. All right, so this section is what I wanted to talk to you about second. These are called citations. Now, if local is something that you're interested in doing, I do recommend it actually. Having a local business is a lot easier to gain more traffic and actually rank for, because it's a smaller pool of competitors versus, national, right? So this is just an example of what it will look like. And so citations, I'll get into that, like why they're important, and I'll also get into what the purpose of them are. It's actually related to this section right here. This is called the map pack, which you're probably already aware of, aka the Google Maps section. And as you can see, this is the business's name, address, and phone number. Oops. This is how Google verifies it gives it relevance to a local business, and how to actually show up in these maps, right? It's actually pretty simple. So this picture right here is the business's name, address, and phone number, and you want to have that distributed across hundreds of directories, right? So BBB, Yelp, City Star, Facebook, and so on. And the goal is you want to have more than your competitor, and there you go. You want to have more than your competitor because it'll push you above them in the map pack, and it'll allow you to have more trust in them from Google, right? And how we actually go about doing this is there are actually directories your competition is listed on that we can go down their list and match those directories. But we don't want to just stop there, right? Because we don't just want to match them. We want to dominate them online. So whatever your competitor has in citations, we want to get what they got, then add 50 to 100 more so that it takes them a long time to catch back up, okay? So if doing a local map listing is one of the things that you like to do, then we can discuss it. And even if you also wanted to do like regional is also pretty good as well, because that's also still smaller than national, but that's stuff that we can discuss about later. So let's see. And then just to bring up, so the ultimate goal is that you want to be in the top 3 results, because again, this is where people click, right? This is where the sauce is, so you want to get up here. All right, and then just gonna, since I did it this way. Okay, so this is gonna go into the third thing I like to discuss, and that is backlinks. And this is the third pillar that will really help you to dominate on Google. So when we search up this keyword up here, as I'm sure you're aware, you're not on the top results, right? And how to actually, get up there, you want to have authority. And how you get authority comes back down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So for example, if you guys get backlinks from, blogs talking about, independent insurance agencies that are, top best independent insurance agencies, right? So that is a lot more effective to have them linking back to you guys than, say, like a Domino's, right? So you want to be careful in the type of backlinks you get. And heading back over here to Eris, this is a tool that is really good for taking a look at backlinks. And as you can see, you guys are sitting at 46. And we're just going to take a look at what one of your competitors are. All right, and these guys are sitting at 191 backlinks. And how to go about getting these backlinks is with tools like Eris. There you can actually see exactly which links are linking to your competitor, and then we go get those exact same links for your business. All right. Okay, so once again, in closing, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you guys can be number 1 across Google. Or or you could be on like the top results, right? Whichever you desire. So what you can actually do with this now is you can go with this information and do this all on your own, and that's totally fine with me. However, if you do want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. I look forward to talking to you. Have a great day. Bye.